Yep. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network Postgame Show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and I'm joined by no one. Uh, I'm assuming that people will trickle in if I do this for long enough. But if not, we're going to talk about a game that wasn't worth watching and is not worth talking about very much. Ah, speaking of, my boy Bubba done pulled up one time for the one time. What up, Bubba?
How you doing, Royal?
I'm meh like everything else. How are you?
Pretty good. What do you want to talk about?
The Miami Heat playing the New Orleans Pelicans tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. The most irrelevant thing to happen this evening. Um, that meant absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, the Miami Heat beat the New Orleans Pelicans 123 to 111. Um, and they started this game off really well. They maintained, I guess, through the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter was a little shaky at first, and then they just found a way to kind of like close it out. But I think in this game, you saw a bunch of shit. Really, like you saw Kel'el and Bam kind of like set the tone for the game. They both were playing well early on. You saw a whole lot of Simone Fontecchio, where he was allowed to play through a pretty poor shooting night. But I mean, he made some contributions. You saw a wild game from Davion Mitchell where he didn't shoot the ball particularly well, didn't rack up a whole bunch of assists, but just kind of like was there. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel much from him. I honestly thought Kasparas was better tonight than Davion Mitchell. And then you saw Bam just kind of keep being aggressive and was rewarded by getting to the line. It was what 19 times? Like he shot 19, no 17 free throws tonight. So Bam shot 17 free throws, ended up with 27 and 14. So yeah, good game from him. Good game from Kel'el Ware, who ended the game with 16 and 12, and then a bunch of stuff surrounding that, including Jaime Jaquez. Bubba, what did you think watching this game?
Yeah, so I got through like probably a quarter and a half, and then I realized, why the fuck am I watching this? I was having fun on the Discord, and then I was like, I got better things to do in my time. So I did that for a little bit, and I checked back in like halfway through the third. I just skipped the middle part of the game. You know what I mean? Because I know what's going to happen. We're going to get a lead. We're probably going to blow the lead. It'll get close, and then I'll tap back in. That's exactly what happened tonight. They blew the lead. They got to 4 at one point. I thought they were going to blow it because that's what usually happens. I wanted them to blow it. I don't want them to win basketball games. But some encouraging things did happen tonight that actually are worth talking about. Kel'el Ware, a positive Kel'el Ware game. I realize that when Kel'el Ware plays good basketball, or really just plays period, and I'm watching, I enjoy the Miami Heat game at least 5 times more, as long as he's on the court. So that spikes like serotonin for me. That I'm like, at least I get to watch Kel'el Ware play basketball. So Spo, if you're listening, I know we've already punted, but if you could just keep that up so fans could watch, that'd be great. I thought Kasparas did some cool shit tonight. The stat line won't like blow you away. He had some tough
Yeah.
buckets tonight. He was playing good hoops. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Kasparas play tonight. I'd like to see him play more. If Simone Fontecchio has 14 shots again in an NBA game and he hasn't made at least 9 of them, I will shut off the TV screen. This was their one and only chance for that to allow to be happen while me to continue to watch. That was insane. Um, if Kel'el Ware wasn't he like 2 for 11 at one point, Fontecchio, and then I think he finished it out a little bit stronger. He hit the big 3 at the end. Um,
Yeah.
can we give the same grace to the young players, Spo, that we give Simone Fontecchio to just play like complete dog shit for a large portion of the game? Um, but yeah, it was kind of a weird game. I did appreciate Bam's aggressiveness, though. We've been asking for it. Get to the line, do what you got to do. He had a great game tonight. Yeah, there was interesting shit, you know. But then again, we played the fucking Pelicans, so you're kind of like, all right,
Hey, brother, listen, I would assume that a lot of these games would be like easy dubs for the Miami Heat too. If I didn't know that this was the Miami Heat and they played down to competition, like they literally just lost to the Utah fucking Jazz, bro. Like
bro,
I
that
don't
was.
have any faith. Like you're gonna like you hear a lot of people say like these are games Miami should get. I don't. I disagree. Like I don't think any
I
game
mean,
should be taken for granted. So like You just appreciate the wins when they come. This is the 500 ball club, like
Real
29 to
quick,
27, but yeah.
we didn't do a post game after that game, right? Like the
Yeah,
fact
no.
that the Utah Jazz did not play Jaren Jackson Jr. and Lauri Markkanen the final 8 minutes of the
The
game, 10
fourth
minutes of the game,
quarter, the
the whole
fourth
fourth
quarter, they
quarter,
did not play.
and they still lost. Like
Brother,
that was unfucking believable for any NBA team. It doesn't matter who you are. Like that's just
brother,
that was
listen
crazy.
to me. Listen to me, brother. The Utah Jazz are actively tanking, and the
Like
Miami Heat could
it's
not win
crazy.
that game.
Broad daylight.
And so, like, I was looking at New Orleans tonight, and I'm not gonna lie, like, this is a game where kind of Zion Williamson, he was cooking, brother. Like, he had it going all night. So, like, um, he can't shoot for shit, but it's wild to think that we were at a time where he could have been had for like Tyler Herro in the first, and people did not want that. But my guy, the chairman, pulling up one time for the one time. King Ricky J. Mark. Ricky, how you doing this evening, brother?
Man, I can't complain. I'm just trying to make sure that this new health insurance plan that I switched to via the health insurance marketplace is up and running. I think it should be kicking in March. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I just switched from United to a PPO or something like that because apparently the HMO from before has like you need a referral with in order to see a specialist for anything. And if you have like the PPO or like the EPO or something like that, you don't need a referral. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive because of this nonsense that the federal government is doing right now, deliberately trying to tank anything even remotely resembling Romney Care from 2006. But it's looking like I might be able to switch to a decent plan, all things considered. I see that I have my digital card available, so I'm probably going to start seeing if I can set up appointments through that particular carrier as opposed to United Healthcare. But I'm still going to try to use up the United Healthcare for however many days that I still have it. But I don't know. It's just annoying because, quite frankly, back when I was in France, I didn't really have to worry about this. All I did was I went to this app called Doctolib, and you just literally you made the appointment, and then if you incurred any charges as a result of
They have universal health care in France.
Yeah. They reimburse you by the end of the month, at least 80%. I think the one thing I'm not sure what the if they change this or not, but I know dental services weren't fully reimbursed, as well as certain cosmetic related health care services.
Are
But
you
for the
thinking
most part,
about getting a BBL, Ricky?
no, not at all. Not at all. The Heat could use one, but not me. I'm good.
I was wondering when you
Yeah,
was gonna get
looking
around
for
to the
BBL.
basketball, but I was letting you cook.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't watch the game. I'm just here for the vibes.
Okay. Neither did Jordan. Apparently, he ain't watched the game. He was yapping. Jordan, what did you come here to talk about tonight? Ricky decided he wanted to talk about healthcare. So,
I mean, I wasn't done, but by all means, let's pass the ball
oh,
around. I don't want to
I'm
ice up
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry. We'll come back. We'll come back so that you can teach the people the difference between the HMO and the PPO. Jordan, what did you come in here to talk about?
Do you think J. Cole Civic was a SI or a Type R?
That's a good question. You know
Whatever.
what? Yeah.
It is a great marketing scheme. That's what it is. I keep trying to tell you. It's elite marketing from what J. Cole is doing. Listen, guys, apparently nobody's going to want to talk about the Heat except for Bubba every now and again. Who cares, though? Like, this game is weird. This team is weird. But they don't care. So, like, why should we? That's why you guys are getting, like, less post-game shows. And, like, it's not even, like, a conscious thing. Like, I just don't want to do them after watching this team play basketball. Like, I don't want to do post-game shows because the team is meh, and I've seen it several times over. But back to J. Cole, elite rapper, the best of our generation. I think his discography should be bronzed in a museum. And he should have won a Grammy.
I do have the bronze plan. That's actually funny you mentioned that, Ro, because this Florida Blue plan that I have, at first I thought it was some sort of EPO, but it turns out it is actually a PPO to be exact. Now, the difference between an HMO and a PPO, an HMO basically requires you to pick a primary care physician, like a PCP or whatever. HMOs tend to have like lower monthly premiums, lower out-of-pocket costs, but unfortunately less flexibility. However, a PPO, you have a little bit more freedom, but it's more expensive. Usually, like I said before, you usually don't really need referrals to see specialists. But, more expensive, higher deductibles, more flexibility, but you do get more control over choosing doctors. So I don't know if y'all remember that whole, if you like your doctor, you can keep them. That promise that you made way back in the day, back when Kathleen Sebelius was running HHS. Yeah, that's more along the lines of like the PPO situation. It's kind of like a give and take. If you're just primarily concerned about just making sure you have an affordable healthcare plan, then I would suggest go with the HMO. However, you will need a referral from your primary care physician in order to see a specialist like an ENT, a dentist, or whatever. That is highly unlikely because, quite frankly, I think we're on our way to a catastrophic depression at some point next year. It's probably not going to hit in time for the midterms, but I'm willing to bet that given where we're headed right now with domestic turmoil, and a shaky economy that's quite frankly, look, anytime you pass legislation that funnels a great deal of wealth to the higher portions of society, there's going to be an economic downturn. And the main people that benefit the least from it are the people, most of y'all that are watching this right now. Wait, oh snap! This is basketball, right? Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so
no. But that obviously, like the idea would be for the top 1% to create more jobs with the additional wealth, and they can pay their workers a living wage. But that doesn't.
That never happens though.
They
buy yachts and disappear.
I was like, this sounds like the last CBA they passed, where the top 1% of players can get the biggest fucking money.
And who was the player rep?
CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum. Purple.
Well, McCollum and I think what did McCollum replace Chris Paul?
Yeah,
McCollum replaced Chris Paul. Chris Paul had been the president for years.
I could be wrong on the timeline. I think Paul might have done that on the way out, though.
No. Paul. So Paul got the vet age bumped up, like the max age that you can get a max contract. That's why LeBron can get these big ass deals still. That was Chris Paul's doing because Chris Paul also wanted big money on his way out. So
yeah,
CJ put this last one, but I think it was Vinny Goodwill. He was talking to some owners like when they were all negotiating, and basically the owners were like, "Yeah, we love the Players Association's lawyer in these negotiations," and it was like, "Oh, y'all are cooked."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's hilarious actually. No, but you know what's funny about that? Like,
go ahead and get the point off, and then we're gonna I'm gonna let Bubba talk about whatever he wants to talk about. This show has gone off the fucking rails.
It is actually kind of ironic considering how the players were able to negotiate themselves off a cliff at this point, because you are seeing, quite frankly, what happens when you go too far into what is now considered to be the player empowerment era. Adam Silver is a different kind of commissioner than David Stern was. David Stern was the boss. Commissioner Adam Silver is more of a partner. And I think you can see how, for instance, Draymond Green would not be playing basketball right now if David Stern were the commissioner of the NBA right now. Because if Draymond Green were to walk into David Stern's office and say, "You know what, man, I'm thinking about retiring. All this accountability is really making my mental health hurt and my feelings, and I'm sad and I want to hurt Europeans just randomly," and not even in like a pro-black revolutionary self NOI type of thing. I'm just a dirty player that, quite frankly, has seen his skills erode in the last 10 years in a way that is quite frankly frightening. David Stern would have been like, "I'm sorry, I thought this was a meeting with Steph Curry. You don't matter to me. Leave, retire. You don't. I mean, Udonis Haslem. Exactly. Who let you into this office? Security. Like Udonis Haslem is already the kind of archetype of player where you can hold players accountable, be tough, be willing to go to blows with players that step out of line, but actually not do it.
You don't have to kick niggas in the nuts.
Over and over and over and over and over.
Or
and
put
over.
niggas in a full Nelson, or put gigantic Frenchmen in a full Nelson and drag them across an NBA court. Like, you don't have to do that. We don't need that in our game. Bubba, you care to talk about anything? Apparently, that's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, I got one more Miami Heat topic, and then I'll probably pivot to other topics.
As do
Okay.
I really don't understand what we're doing. Like when I see Kel'el Ware do what he does tonight in cast, like why aren't we playing them more? I know the answer, Spoelstra, everything going on, but I want to throw something out that I've been thinking about it, and I actually simulated this in the incredible product known as 2K. What if we just like in the offseason just like traded everyone? Like we told Bam like thanks, but no thanks for the money going forward. We traded Bam, we traded Hero, we traded Wiggins, assuming he opted in. Is there a path to doing that? But again, not with this current. Actually, now I'm saying it out loud. Pat Riley would have to retire. We'd have to give up on this current thing, so that's not going to happen. All right, I'll pivot. I don't
Wait,
understand
hold
why
on. So
people.
I wanna walk through that just a little bit. Contractually,
Yeah,
I don't think it's possible because you got Norm who's an expiring, Simone's an expiring, so you wouldn't be trading them for anything. You'd just be letting them walk for nothing. Andrew Wiggins
those
has
two
a
are gone.
player option. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins has a player option for $30 million, so he would have to accept that player option in
Yep,
order for you guys to do a trade with
and then
him.
trade
Uh,
him to a team that would
yeah,
extend him.
I think next year Tyler's deal becomes an expiring, so you'd be able to trade him
Could
as
we
an
trade
expiring.
Tyler? Like, listen. Oh, this is my
Mm-hmm.
point. I saw Cam. Sorry, this is my original point that I forgot about, and then I pivoted to
Cam,
that.
Cam
That's not what
Thomas.
I actually wanted to talk about. My 2K franchise that I'm doing. Did y'all see Cam Thomas tonight? Who got
No,
cut?
no, no,
Cam Thomas was released by the
Uh,
Nets.
no.
all right.
Released.
We're not doing
Yeah.
this.
No,
We're
no,
not
no, no, no,
doing
no. I'm not like hyping Cam Thomas up. He was released by the
Oh,
Nets.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
Cam Thomas was released by the Nets. Could not find a trade partner. They told him get the fuck out of here. He went to the Bucks. He dropped 34 points tonight. I don't think Cam Thomas is that great of a player. Giannis was happy about it. Maybe he'll get tricked into staying. Probably will. He doesn't want to leave anyway. He just wants the college stream money. Regardless, it just got me thinking tonight about what the fuck is Tyler Herro's trade value. And I think we have maybe reached a point where it's literally fucking nothing. And I'm starting to think the Heat, especially with him just not. I think, Ricky, didn't you say something in the chat? Doesn't Chris Paul have more games played this year than Tyler Herro? You said that in the chat, right?
Yes,
This
he
year?
does.
Yeah.
Like,
It's insane.
I wonder if the Nets
Chris
cannot
Paul's
trade Cam Thomas. We're unable to do so. He had to be released. What's Tyler Herro's trade value?
Okay,
Does it
so let's
exist?
explore. Let's explore that a little bit because Tyler Hero does have trade value, especially next year as a $30 million expiring contract. But he also has way more accolades than Cam Thomas. And to be honest, like they're the same kind of player to me, but Tyler's an infinitely better version of what Cam Thomas is, bro. Like because Tyler will actually do other things. Cam Thomas is out there to do one thing and one thing only. Whether it's to the success detriment of his team, he don't give a fuck. He just out
No,
there
you're
to
just
shoot
not.
that bitch.
I get that. I just
Yeah, like,
taking in
but like,
consideration the injuries now too.
yeah,
You're
but
right.
I see,
Yeah,
like,
seconds or
I'm,
some
I'm,
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here. Like, I don't think Tyler Hero can any longer fetch someone like anything of significance. A, you're not getting a good draft. You're not getting any good
No.
draft capital from a Tyler Hero trade, but you can potentially luck up on like some random role player that is accurately paid.
he's a
Yeah, I see what you're
Um,
saying.
salary.
A
He
better
is,
contract and
he
then some
is
you said
seconds.
what you said, Jordan?
he's a salary. He's either Trey Young or CJ McCollum in that trade. You can pick whichever one you want. You on that side of, but he is one of them. Like that's his purpose now is to
Yeah.
fill the money up for a trade. Like that's
Right, facilitate money going out and coming in for the type of contracts that we want. The
I got
problem
you.
with trading Tyler Hero as an expiring is I genuinely believe Washington wants to pay Trey Young, and so that's where Trey Young wanted to be, somewhere that would pay him. Um, I don't know. I can't think of a team that would trade for Tyler Hero's expiring contract with the desire to extend him.
So I saw a mock trade that was the Dallas Mavericks trading for Hero for Najee Marshall in a first, and I just read it
You're
and I
not
said, "There's
you're
just
not
no
getting a first.
way."
You're not getting a first back for Tyler Hero anymore. I
And
think the
Najee's a
game
high
state
end
thing on
role.
top of him
Najee's a
being
high end role player.
well,
Like,
but Tyler Hero at this point in his career is a high risk player to acquire because he
yeah,
doesn't play and he's making $30 million and he's looking for an extension. You don't know if what you're getting is like fool's gold in that next year or whatever. Like if Miami trades Tyler Hero this summer, the team that's getting him is still going to have him in the same position that Miami has him in now, which
yep.
is you're going to have to play to earn your keep, and we don't believe that you're going to do that. Like
That's
we
essentially.
don't.
I mean, isn't that what happened to Julius Randle? Like, but I don't think Tyler can do it. Like Julius Randle ended up doing it, where he basically
Yeah.
fixes money in his career.
Yeah, but like it could happen. I would love to see it happen. To be perfectly honest with you, I would love to see Tyler Hero get traded to a team, and then all of a sudden he can play 82 games in a season. Like good for him.
I
You're
was
not
thinking,
doing
like,
it
could he
here.
be some teams, Michael Porter Jr., like what's happening with the Nets right now? I know he's a better player than Tyler, but just he kind of got put on a random team that isn't doing anything, and he's just the guy there. And then all of a sudden you look down and he's got 23. I'm trying to remember, what did the Nuggets get for him?
What
Cam
team?
Johnson.
Well, yeah, they got Cam Johnson, but I'm trying to figure out what team is in as much disarray as the Brooklyn Nets was last year in terms of like they don't. The Sacramento Kings is a good one. If
Yeah,
Tyler gets traded to the Sacramento Kings, he'll go over there and average 25 points a game.
Ooh.
I
What's
even
up?
thought
What's
if
up,
the
King?
Mavericks wanted to do something with him and
Nah, they got Cooper
Flag.
Flag. They got Cooper Flag. Him and Flag ain't a combination that you want to work on because Tyler isn't a high enough
Yeah.
playmaker to make life easier for Cooper Flag. What's up,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah. You got to surround Cooper Flag with black guys. You can't have too many. Anyways, that's besides the point. So two things. Hakeem Jeffries apparently is in the
Good.
which, they were asking for money. Who's you thought it to them?
Y'all see any good movies lately?
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I have a poem I would like to read. It's titled Enough. It's similar in fact to the article that I dropped
I'm gonna
shortly
think about
after
your
the
question
trade
while
deadline.
Ricky's reading this poem.
Yes. Yeah, so here's how this goes. The clock struck 3, the doors slammed tight. The league moved fast. Miami stayed polite. Phones cold, futures froze, the message plain as stone. This is the roster. Again. Spo, you're on your own. Look at the standings. Burn it into sight. Middle of the pack, dressed up as fight. Play in purgatory, springtime routine. Smelling or selling grit as destiny, survival as dream. Half a decade wrapped in careful tone. Restraint sold loud as wisdom grown. Patience pitched as master plan, while every April proves the scam. This deadline didn't fail anew. It stamped the pattern, signed it true. A policy carved from hesitation, fear laminated into organization. Evidence over feeling, numbers don't bend. Records stay current, patterns repeat end to end. Missed windows, frozen bids, the same old scene. Rumors fade, price declined, roster stays clean. Competent, capped, permanently tied to the lane where ambition quietly dies. Sustainability preached, inertia applied, upward pressure denied, caution canonized. Inaction dressed as team philosophy, explanation replacing franchise audacity. Others consolidated, timelines redrawn. Miami explained why the moment was gone. Transactional paralysis, textbook case. Assets hug tight until they lose their place. Symbols protected, instruments ignored, mobility sacrificed on the altar of lore. Development waved like a shield in the air. Undrafted miracles asked to cover the spare. May and June demand size, creation, flame, not feel-good arcs and recycled names. Kel'el Ware grinds through unstable ground. Minutes yanked, roles shrunk, lessons unbound. They call it teaching. The tape calls it strain. Volatility labeled growth. Structure left plain. Timeout. I'll finish the rest later.
I'm not gonna lie, Ricky. It's a gift at this point for you to be able to articulate the Heat's current predicament in that form that quickly. I don't know how long that took you to write. Probably minutes.
Hours.
But brother, man, I did not spend that much time thinking about the Miami Heat. I would assume that you don't do it either. Your brain has much hours to write a poem about it, but brother,
I mean, I can finish.
Frost. No. Well, actually, the people are asking for it. Got to give the people what they want.
All right. Well,
Act 2.
Culture once sharpened the edge of the blade. Now it cushions critique, keeps doubt at bay. Culture can't shoot when the clock runs dry, can't summon stars when ceilings apply. Dynasties knew what the math requires. Duncan, Robinson, Kareem, fire. Talent first, banners next, history, oh so clear. A-level engines drive every year. Legacy built bold, disruptive, loud. Execution now whispers, cautious, bowed. Coaching brilliance stretches thin the thread, covering silence where conviction fled. Hope keeps getting called a plan, while windows close on a waiting fan. Jimmy's runs screamed, urgency, raw, treated as proof, ignored as law. The window narrowed, the roster aged, incremental moves on a burning stage. Players remember who swings when it's tight. Agents remember who blinks from the fight. Bradley Beal. Accountability calls for action stated, a direction chosen, assets activated. Chase titles with teeth, or curate the lane. Say it with moves, not Laker speeches again. Caution crowned where risk was due, comfort preserved, ceilings never grew. The league advanced, no pause, no plea. Miami now chooses motion or memory. We are so close.
Trying to listen, bro. I'm trying.
Fucking bars, nigga.
Bro, that shit is so fucking depressing. Like just listening to it, bro. It's a sad poem. Like it's a very sad poem, but also accurately predicts the state of the Miami Heat. I was enjoying the kind of like what is Tyler's trade value discourse, and it got me to thinking about what other people's trade value would have been hypothetically, because they the Miami Heat did come out and say that they didn't get offered a first for players like Andrew Wiggins, which means I assume that they didn't get offered a first for Norm Powell. And I've been thinking that that's been a lie the entire time.
They absolutely could have gotten a first for Norm. There's no way.
They absolutely could have got a first for Andrew Wiggins too.
Zubats got a first.
Which means that they could have got a first for Kel'el Ware. I think.
Yeah, that's one I really didn't understand. I really didn't understand. I don't understand what we're doing with Kel'el.
Giannis Morantecumbo. It was a pipe dream, brother. I know those are dangerous words to use around you, but listen, brother. I think it was a pipe dream to ever think that Miami would be willing to pair those two guys together. But yeah, Jordan, to answer your question, I rewatched the Thunderbolts
Mm.
and I was like, this movie is much deeper than it was like when I originally like looked at it.
Do I need to?
Yeah, spin the block on Thunderbolts if you got an opportunity because like and just kind of like allow yourself to feel during that movie. That's another movie that's pretty sad. Just like the we're gonna get off because I wanted to talk about
Private
I
chat.
wanted to talk about the survey. Are you talking
I
about
watched
after we
Heat
get-
recently with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. That was a great
Look
movie.
at this. that that is ironic, isn't it? Like I did, but also I remember you talking about Tron Legacy, and I was gonna the Tron Ares,
Yeah,
and I was gonna give that a spin.
it's a good movie. It just has a shitty lead in it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's Jerry.
But anyway, I'm interested to hear, Bubba, and I'll start with you, brother. If you had to take an educated guess on kind of like, and I'm gonna give you three players. I'm gonna give you Andrew Wiggins, Norm Powell, Kel'el Ware, and all of you guys are gonna have the same three players. I want you to kind of like walk me through what you believe Miami could have gotten at the prime opportunity to move them, just like during this season.
Yeah, I think the Heat should have once they didn't get Giannis and they weren't going to do anything. You had to move those guys, as Harry likes to say, get assets. So if Zubac got two, I know he's an expiring in his age. I think a high end contender, if they could have made it work, would have tried to give. We probably could have gotten two for Norm. To be honest with you, I don't know
Or
what
Norm.
that team. I don't know what that team is like. That you're putting me on. I don't know. But if
Yeah,
Zubac
I
can
think
get
Norm is the
two,
least valuable of the three.
you think because of the
Depends
age?
on
I
who.
guess. I think at least
Because he's
one
a
for him. I think at least one. I
he's
don't
an
think you could
aging
have. We would have
star.
gotten more than one for Wiggins. I don't
So
think
just to
so.
just to walk you through my logic, like I don't think we could have got more than one for any of them. But like Norm Powell is an aging first time All Star in a contract year. I don't think people are hurrying to acquire an asset of that nature. I do believe that a contender would have been willing to part with a couple seconds for Norm. I don't think Norm is garnering you a first at any point during this season.
Golden
Ricky,
State.
like you wanted to say something real quick. I don't think Golden State would have valued Norm as much as they would have valued a wing player like Andrew Wiggins.
I agree with
Andrew
that.
Wiggins.
I think
Andrew Wiggins could have done. Go ahead.
I think if you like, here's the thing. I don't think it's just Norm though. I think if you package Andrew Wiggins and Norm for
Draymond.
What would be your like?
So you
Yeah,
guys
like Draymond Green and Anthony Kaminga. Like,
no, not
you
even.
know-
I do
not
not
Anthony-
want
Anthony
Draymond Green
Kaminga.
anywhere
Jonathan
near.
Kaminga.
So I would say, for instance, let's
Anthony
say,
Kaminga, the nigga who was stealing the food from the Warriors.
yeah. So I'm thinking like, let's say Kaminga in a future first, given what they want. I think it might be. They might think it a steep price considering how this haul might hit the fan for them in a few years, and they might need those picks. But I think if they're trying to do something with what remains of Steph Curry's, whatever you want to call it, prime or whatever, I think you probably do something like that. I don't know if the salaries add up. I'd have to go on Fanspo to figure that out. But
Yeah, that's
to
what we
get
got Jordan for.
because they've been looking for like a Clay Light, which is pretty much a white person at this point. But
I don't
they've
think
been
they've
looking
been
for a
looking
Clay
for
White
like
ever since
Clay.
he left.
They've been looking for
Someone
a
they-
win. They've been looking for a Durant light, which is why they went after Jimmy Butler. And I think they thought that they could create something similar with Jonathan Kaminga, kinda. But at this point in his career, they're hoping that he can be a Andrew Wiggins light. But if they could trade him for Andrew Wiggins back, I think that is where they would see the value. And when it comes to like Golden State's first, I think most people see the value in those in the post Steph years. Like they're that's why they're seen as more valuable than anything. But
Ooh.
I don't know if those would have been attractive enough offers. I don't know, Bubba. I'm sorry that we just kind of cut you off, but I wanted to hear your assessment of kind of like the value for Kel'el Ware too.
So that was the one that I thought, honestly, man. Like, if Spo is with this extension shit and he's gonna be here, I don't understand what we're doing here with Kalel because they took him high. He has value because he has shown a lot of talent, and I think a team would have traded a first for him, considering his skill set and his size. A first, maybe a late first, like not from a good team. Sure, I'm not saying you would have gotten the 10th overall pick or a lottery pick, and I don't understand why the Heat didn't do that. I from a just pure this is how they work, like what Barry wrote about the 10 Commandments of the Heat. Like, okay, fine, you're not going to trade Wiggins, you're not going to trade Norm. They're veterans. You want to go all in this year. You want to fucking make some noise, whatever. I don't agree with it. I think it's crap that you lie to yourself about. Fine. Kalel doesn't fit that mold either because the coach
I
fucking
can
hates
answer
him and
that
doesn't
question.
play him.
I think I can
So,
answer that question because if you trade Kel'el Ware, then you will be using Vlad Golden or Niko Jovic as your backup five,
but
and I
my
think
sure
that would
because
be.
sometimes Kalel plays 11 minutes. Like what? Go sign somebody off the fucking street.
So I agree. I agree. I think you probably could end up getting the first out of Indiana.
One hundred
Or I,
percent. Oh, they would have done
yeah,
one. They would have taken him in a heartbeat, man.
first of all, I want to thank Dan the Film Gent, and it's appropriate that he answered this question for Jordan with the $5 don't know. Consistency used to be key. Uh, he says super chat is a pain in the ass for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that. He said just saw Mark Kipler's new movie Iron Lung over the weekend, and it was solid. Go watch it in theaters.
I got you. I will use my AMC Stubbs Premiere
Stubbs
account.
Hub, come
Listen,
on, man.
I should
Regal
tap in.
Unlimited, baby.
Listen, 4 movies a week, any format, and you stack rewards a lot faster. So them $5 off on the popcorn and stuff, they give you free stuff on your birthday. Everybody, I tell you, I highly
I
recommend
ain't
it.
gonna hold you.
Wait,
If you
you
go
got
to
a
the, if
cap?
you go to the,
Huh?
You have a
What?
cap on movies?
It's 4 a week, Ricky. You want me to go like every day?
No, Regal Unlimited has no cap, and it has all the, and it's a 10% discount on.
You see 4 movies a week in theater?
I can if I
no,
want to.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but that's the I ain't gonna, yeah. It's a shout out to Regal,
Listen,
not
Regal,
sponsored. Listen, AMC
No,
is not sponsoring this.
shout out to Royal.
Yeah, shout out to me, but I could also be Regal. But
You see the wordplay, right?
come on, man, the boy's elite. But also I could have been. I can't be an AMC Stubbs Hub member anymore. I used to be when I lived in Tallahassee, but they don't have an AMC down here. They have a Regal. So I'm not gonna lie, King Ricky, you might have just piqued the kids' interest. I haven't been to the movie theater here yet. Um, I hate the fact that I'm going to be experiencing it for the first time when I go see whichever one of these Marvel movies come out. But
I can't wait for that day, man. I'm looking forward to the Marvel.
Dr. Nasty with the $2, he said, I'm gonna need that bootleg DVD. Come on now. Go to a barbershop, somebody will come in there with that there in 120p for you.
That's the whole thing, huh?
You can fucking relax.
All right. Listen, he should have did it at the bar. The barbershop was.
Tell me who knows about Vince Staples music. Tell me that.
No. It wasn't a diss because Howard is across the street from where I get my haircut at. And I was telling somebody if he really wanted to keep it real with selling the CDs out the trunk, he should have went over to the barbershop.
Why? He going to a college campus
to sell CDs out the barbershop.
He gonna sell CDs out the back of the car at a college campus. But what people are in the barbershop, you're more prone to finding too many different age demographics.
It don't, but niggas buy CDs at the barbershop. Do they not?
Niggas buy CDs on college campuses too.
You could have done both. They're across the street from each other.
First of all, he has to pack up that Civic in that bus that's taking it around or whatever that trailer is, so that he can be in the next city for the next
to the airport. Just put on.
Come on, man. Have it airlifted. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just told y'all that he prefer PJs because domestic and commercial flights are just a hassle at this point for him. You said you still in your great power. He said Shelton said he's still in his great pirate era. Shout out to VLC. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax, man. You feel me?
We're talking about trade value, so
We're talking about what?
we still talking about trade value?
Oh, we can for another couple minutes. I'm tired of talking about basketball.
No, that's fair. Just to answer Ricky's question, yeah, it would have to be, or not. Who was that? Right here, Bella, that said the Wiggins North thing to Golden State.
Real quick, I'm sorry because I'm tired of talking about basketball. I still haven't seen the new Wonder Man show, mainly because Disney Plus shows kind of bore me.
neither.
No, you need to watch
I'm not gonna.
Wonder
I
Man.
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost said something very disrespectful to you, Dad, in the film, Jet. But yes, like Jordan said, Wonder Man is elite. And I'm going to show you the saddest nigga I've ever seen in my life right now. This nigga, Ant Donardo, went to New Orleans
Yeah.
to go to a Pelicans game.
Yeah, you better believe I like to waste my money. Yes, sir. They got FanDuel over here. I made that shit back quick. Heat
Ant,
plus odds versus the Pelicans. I threw the mortgage on the Heat money line. We living good tonight. They got their
Ant,
Mardi Gras parade going
I
on.
feel it. Ant, give me an update on that Jaime shirt situation that we were looking at on Twitter.
Hey, let's just say mission accomplished. If y'all want to see the video, subscribe to Anthony D_Heat on YouTube. The video will be coming out in a day or two. But missions fucking accomplished with the help of the GOAT, John Crotty, baby. Gotta love that guy. What a guy.
What
That's
a
all
way
I'm
to
gonna tell
end the
y'all.
show.
Little
What a
baseball
way
two
to end
for
the
y'all.
show.
Just
Come on
know,
now.
without John
The
Crotty,
exclusive.
just know John Crotty can't make slush. Y'all will see the video.
You went across state lines to watch Simone Fontecchio shoot 15 shots.
No, to watch him take the dagger, knock it down in the court. Hey, I'll tell you what though, Bo was sweating when they had cut it to like 4 or like a
Yeah.
minute to go. Like Myron Gardner was going crazy on the bench all game, and then when they hit a 3, he turned around and he looked at us. He was like, but Fontecchio, the dagger, fun game.
The fuck up. All right,
Hey,
guys. Thank you guys in the
your
comments.
Jaquez merch on the Etsy store at Anthony Donardo store. I think Jaquez merch live now, worn
Did
by
he say
yours
Yes.
truly. Jaquez.
Yes, he did. That's what he said. Thank you guys in the comment, and always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to the panelists, my boy Kane Ricky, Kane
3,000.
Jordan, my boy Bubba, and Ant pulling up live from the scene. Make sure y'all check out Ant website, get the merch. We ain't selling no merch, so y'all might as well support one of the basement members who is doing it. Put some money in my boy's pocket. He keep going to these fucking Heat games.
Oh
Make sure
no,
you
no,
check out the
I'm taking a
blog.
loss on every T-shirt. I'm taking a loss on every shirt.
It don't matter, brother. Like, make that. Let's try and minimize that loss by as much as possible. Y'all make sure y'all check out Ricky's blog on Substack. Anybody else got some shit that they want to promote real quick before we close this show out? We ain't got no exit video because I still ain't paid the StreamYard bill.
Oh, all right. I did a breakdown on Bad Bunny's halftime performance. Apparently, as you may imagine,
Nope.
Bad Bunny is